Good day to everyone. For this video, I will discuss Unit 1 Framework for Maternal and Child Health Nursing. This particular unit is divided into 5 lessons. Lesson 1 Goals and Philosophies of Maternal and Child Health Nursing. Lesson 2 Roles and Responsibilities of a Maternal Child Nurse. Lesson 3 Theories related to maternal and child nursing. Lesson 4 Application of the nursing process on maternal and child health nursing. And Lesson 5 WHO or the World Health Organization 17 Sustainable Development Goals. For the objectives and competencies, upon completion of this unit, you are expected to identify the specific goals, philosophies, and standards of maternal and child health nursing. Explain the theories related to maternal and child health nursing. Distinguish different roles and responsibilities of a maternal child nurse. Explain the WHO or World Health Organization Sustainable Development Goal related to maternal and child health nursing. Lesson 1 Goals and Philosophies of Maternal and Child Health Nursing. Maternal and child health nursing is within a framework in which nurses use nursing process and nursing theory to care for pregnant patient, the family, and the baby throughout childbearing and child-rearing years. Childbearing, pagbubuntis, child-rearing, pagpapalaki na ng bata, and through the 4 phases of healthcare. Okay, memory aid natin is PMRR. P for health promotion, M for health maintenance, R for health restoration, and the second R is for health rehabilitation. Health promotion, it involves education when no specific risk is present. Remember, pag health promotion, no specific risk is present. It also involves educating parents and children to follow sound health practices through teaching and role modeling. Example, providing teens with information about safer sex practices before they are likely to become sexually active. Ma'am, paano po naging health promotion yon? Naging health promotion yon dahil ang inyong participant are not yet sexually active. Ibig sabihin, no specific risk is present pa. Okay, other example, teaching women the importance of immunization for a newborn and teaching women the importance of rubella immunization before pregnancy. For health maintenance, it involves intervening to maintain health when risk of disease is present. Remember, health maintenance risk of disease is present. For example, teaching a group of sexually active teens about safer sex practices, contraception, and prevention of sexually transmitted infection. Ma'am, paano naging health maintenance yon? Dahil ang participants mo na dito ay sexually active na. Okay? Meron ng risk of disease. Next is health restoration. Health restoration is using the consensus assessment to be certain that symptoms of illness are identified and interventions are begun to return patient to wellness. For example, caring for a woman during a complication of pregnancy such as pregnancy-induced hypertension. Okay, si mother nagbubuntis, dinala sa ospital, ang ginawa sa ospital, si nurse nag-conduct ng assessment. Assessment ng ano? Ng symptoms of illness. Tapos nagkaroon tayo ng interventions. Other example, caring for a child during an acute illness such as community-acquired pneumonia. Ganun pa din, si child dinala sa ospital. Nag-conduct tayo ng assessment regarding symptoms of illness. And then, nagkaroon tayo ng interventions. Interventions para saan? Para si child mag-return na into wellness. And lastly is the health rehabilitation. Health rehabilitation is helping patient prevent complications from illness. Okay? Possible yung isang pasyente may sakit na. Anong gagawin natin? I-prevent natin na magkaroon pa ng ibang komplikasyon. Okay? Ano pa? Helping a patient with residual effects achieve an optimal state of wellness and independence. For example, si patient na stroke, yung half ng katawan niya na-paralyze na, anong gagawin during health rehabilitation? Possible magkaroon siya ng schedule sa kanyang physical therapy tapos yung part ng katawan niya na na-paralyze na ay i-exercise. Okay? Ano pa? Helping a patient to accept inevitable death. Okay? For patient na merong end-stage cancer, ang magagawa natin is palliative care or we help the patient to accept the inevitable death also. In health rehabilitation, meron din ditong we encourage a woman with hydatidiform mold to continue therapy. Okay? Kasama sa rehabilitation yung encouraging the patient to continue therapy. Okay? Ano pa? Encouraging the parents of the child with renal transplant to continue to take necessary medications. Okay, review tayo. 4 phases of healthcare, we have the mnemonic PMRR. P for promotion, M for maintenance, R for restoration, and R for rehabilitation. The primary goal of maternal and child health nursing is the promotion and maintenance of optimal family health. Okay, alam na natin yan, no? Promotion, pinagkaiba ng promotion and maintenance. Maternal and child health nursing extends from preconception to menopause. Madalas kasi, pag naririnig natin ang maternal and child health nursing, naiisip kagad natin ay pagbubuntis. Pero hindi, no? It extends from preconception. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng pre? Before conception, pagkabuo, pagbubuntis, hanggang sa menopause. Philosophies of maternal and child health nursing. Memory aid, we have the mnemonic phase. FA for family-centered, C for community-centered, and E for evidence-based. For family-centered, nurses are responsible for providing comprehensive care, which also include ethical and legal care to the pregnant patient, fetus, and family members. Hindi lang tayo kay patient nakatutok, pati na din sa kanyang baby and other members of her family. Also, the nurse's assessment should always include the family as well as an individual. The nurses assesses families for strength as well as specific needs or challenges. May pagkakataon kasi na si family ang stressor ni patient. Pwede din naman na si family ang source of strength ni patient. Community-centered, the health of families is both affected by and influences the health of communities. For example, si community or yung barangay na kinabibilangan ni patient unhealthy, possible maapektuhan din si individual or si patient. Okay, for example, okay, noong nagkaroon tayo ng measles outbreak, the Department of Health encourages the pregnant woman na wag munang makihalubilo sa mga tao sa community na possible merong measles. Bakit? Pag si mother nagkaroon ng measles, pwede yung magkaroon ng effect kay baby. Anong magiging effect kay baby? Possible magkaroon ng complication o mag-cause ng death ni baby. Okay? Also, we encourages the families to reach out to their community so that the family can develop a wealth of support people they can call in time of family crisis. Evidence-based. Nurses integrate the best current evidence with clinical expertise and patient family preferences and values for delivery of optimal healthcare. Evidence can be a combination of research, clinical expertise, and patient preferences or values. Okay, ganito lang yan. Meron tayong ginagawa dati na practices na hindi na natin ginagawa ngayon kasi through research nalaman natin ay hindi siya beneficial. Ano pa? Meron tayong mga practices dati na hindi natin ginagawa pero ngayon ginagawa na natin. Bakit? Kasi through research nalaman natin beneficial siya. Okay? For example, ganito. Dati nagkakaroon tayo ng milking of cord. Ma'am, ano ba yung milking of cord? Milking of cord pagka panganak ni baby, okay, yung umbilical cord nakaruktong pa kay baby saka sa placenta o tinatawag na nating inunan. Dati nagmi-milk tayo ng cord o yung pagpiga doon sa umbilical cord para yung natitirang dugo doon mapunta kay baby. Okay? Pipigain natin yung umbilical cord para yung dugo pumunta kay baby. Kaya lang hindi na natin ginagawa yun ngayon, no? Kasi through research, nalaman na natin na kahit naintayin na lang natin na mag-stop yung pulsation doon sa umbilical cord, saka natin ikat. Okay? Evidence-based. For Self-Check 1.1, give your own example of health promotion, maintenance, restoration, and rehabilitation applicable to maternal and child health nursing. Ilan? Kahit po tigi-tigisa lang dahil hindi naman tayo demanding. Okay? Lesson 2, Roles and Responsibilities of a Maternal Child Nurse. Nurse involved in maternal and child health nursing assume many roles. For the roles and responsibilities of a maternal and child health nurse, we have the mnemonic cake. C for care provider, A for advocate, E for educator, and C for counselor. The function involved for each of these roles depend on the nurse level of education. Nurses involved in maternal and child health nursing may be registered nurse, certified nurse midwives, nurse practitioners, or clinical nurse specialists. Care provider, health professionals that provide health care to pregnant patient, the family, and the baby. Sa madaling salita, nag-aalaga o nagbibigay interventions. The nurse considers the family as a whole and as a partner in care when planning or implementing or evaluating the effectiveness of care. Bakit? Kasi si family ang madalas kasama ni patient and ang makakatulong sa atin. Advocate, it is about protecting the rights. We serve as an advocate to protect the rights of all members of the family, including the fetus. Educator and counselor promotes health and disease prevention. Paano? By health teaching and counseling. Health teaching and counseling are considered independent nursing function. Bakit? Dahil we can do it on our own without the doctor's order. Also, we should serve as an important resource for families during childbearing and child rearing, as this can be extremely stressful times in a life cycle. For Self-Check 1.2, as a student nurse, what are your preparations to be a competent and efficient maternal and child health nurse? Lesson 3, Theories related to maternal and child nursing. Nursing theories are designed to provide ways to view patients so nursing activities can be created to meet patient needs. Okay, ano nga ba si theories? Theories are explanation of a certain phenomenon. Other issues nursing theories address include how nurses should be viewed or what the goals of nursing care should be. This part, magre-review lang tayo ng ilang nursing theory na napag-aralan nyo nung kayo ay first year. Okay? First is the Calisteroy adaptation model of nursing. The model sees the individual as a biophysical being in continuous interaction with a changing environment that strives to maintain a balance between various stimuli. Okay, for example, ang isang babae ba pag nagbuntis, makakaranas ng maraming changes sa sarili niya? Yes. Okay, pag ang babae ba nagbuntis, magkukos ng changes sa family niya? Yes. Okay, Calisteroy stresses that an important role of the nurse is to help patient adapt to change caused by illness or other stressors. Other example is the introduction of the newborn on the family. Ano kaya yung magiging reaction ni sibling kay newborn? Okay, kay baby. Ano yung magiging reaction ni family kay baby? Okay, and paano sila mag-a-adapt sa pagbabago na iyon na ikokos ng pagkakaroon ng bagong member ng family? Second is self-care deficit nursing theory. It is developed by Dorothea Orem. The theory concentrates on examining patients' ability to perform self-care. For example, si patient ay buntis, si patient ay na-admit sa hospital, si patient ay nanganak. Okay, possible si patient pagkapanganak maging dependent sa nurse. As a nurse, hahayaan mo bang maging dependent sa'yo si patient? No. Bakit? Nandoon ka para mag-promote ng independence, nandoon ka para mag-supervise at guide lang. Bakit? Kasi promote na natin yung healthy transition. Transition ng ano? Transition from hospital hanggang sa ma-discharge, hanggang sa makauwi si mother. Para pag nakauwi siya, kaya niya na. Okay? For example, si patient ay nag-undergo ng cesarean section. Okay? CS. Sa CS may incision. Yung incision kailangan linisin. Okay? Dapat as a nurse, nandoon ka para turuan si patient maglinis ng sugat para pag-uwi niya, kaya niya na. Okay? Third is a novice to expert theory. Patricia Benner is a nursing theorist who developed a model for the stages of clinical competence. The theory describes the way nurses move from novice to expert as they become more experienced and prepared to give interprofessional care. Napakadali lang nito, no? Ang ibig sabihin lang nito, habang dumadami ang kaalaman mo, habang dumadami ang iyong experiences, mas gumagaling ka as a nurse. Self-check 1.3. Give example of situation that you, as a student nurse, can apply the theories discussed. 1 is adaptation model of nursing. 2 is self-care deficit nursing theory. 3 is novice to expert theory. Tigi-ilan? Tigi-tigisa lang. Okay? Lesson 4. Application of the nursing process on maternal and child health nursing. Maternal and child nurses provide care following the nursing process. Nursing process is an organized series of steps that help ensure quality and consistent care. This is a scientific form of problem solving. Our mnemonic for the nursing process is ADPI, A for assessment, D for diagnosis, P for planning, I for implementation, and E for evaluation. First is the assessment. Assessment involves continually collecting data to identify a patient's actual, ibig sabihin existing, and potential health needs. problem that may arise. Okay? A maternal and child nursing assessment should include an assessment of the patient as well as her family. Una dyan ang mother factors. We should take note of the mother's age. Bakit? Pag ba ang babae nagbuntis masyadong bata, delikado? Yes. Pag masyadong matanda, delikado? Yes. Okay? Also, we should gather information regarding the past medical, pregnancy, and birth history. Bakit? Kasi, for example, si mother meron siyang diabetes before pregnancy. Okay, may effect ba yun during pregnancy? Yes. Okay, si mother may hypertension before pregnancy. Possible ba magkaroon yun ng effect during pregnancy? Yes. Okay, reaction to fetal movement as well as the nutritional status. Okay, um, 'pag ba ang isang babae nagbuntis, ang kinakain niya ay para na lang sa kanya, yung nutrition ba na nakukuha niya ay para na lang sa kanya? No, para na din ba kay baby? Yes. 'Pag ba si mother healthy ang kinakain, possible si baby maging healthy? Yes. Kung ba si mother unhealthy ang kinakain, possible maging unhealthy si baby? Yes. Always remember, mother's health directly affects the well-being of the fetus. We should also take note of baby factors such as Apgar score, age of gestation, weight in relation to age of gestation, vital signs, feeding patterns, condition of the fontanelles. Okay, these topics will be discussed on Unit 3. And lastly, we should take note of the family factors. Okay, how the family status affected the pregnancy and birth. Okay, paano din nagko-cope si family sa arrival ni baby? Always remember, the assessment should reflect a family-centered approach. Next is the diagnosis. It is a clinical judgment about individual, family, and community to actual or potential health problems or life processes which is guided by our NANDA. In maternal and child health nursing, you will develop a nursing diagnosis for the patient, neonate, and the family that are appropriate to periods of pregnancy. Ano ba ang periods of pregnancy? Meron tayong tatlo: the antepartum, intrapartum, and postpartum. Pag sinabi nating antepartum, iyon yung period na nagbubuntis si mother intrapartum, nanganganak si mother postpartum, nakapanganak na si mother. For example, example of a nursing diagnosis, okay? Si mother ay buntis. Si mother ay nakapanganak na. Okay? Si mother ay breastfeed, kaya lang nahihirapan siya. Okay, si baby, gutom na, si mother, frustrated na. Possible nursing diagnosis is ineffective breastfeeding. Next is the planning. Okay, in planning, the care plan consists of expected outcomes to be achieved. We have short-term goals and long-term goals. And our goal should be SMART. S for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for realistic, and T for time bounded. Okay, always remember you should include the patient and her family when planning and implementing the care plan. Next is the implementation, okay? Implementation includes nursing intervention directed at solving patient's problem and meeting her healthcare needs. Ibig sabihin sa pagpili ng interventions, ito yung mga activity na makakapag-resolve ng ating problema. Mga activity na makaka-resolve ng ating nursing diagnosis. Okay? Always remember to continue to monitor the patient to know the effectiveness of the intervention and to adjust them as patient's condition changes. Lastly is the evaluation. We should evaluate how the patient met her care plan outcome or goals. Okay, titignan natin ano ba nangyari sa NCP mo, sa nursing care plan mo. Okay, ito ba ay met, unmet, or partially met? Kailangan ba nating i-continue, i-revise, or terminate? Okay, remember you need to evaluate the care plan frequently to determine if you need to do changes and revisions as the need of the patient and her family changes. Self-check 1.4. Answer the question why it is necessary to include the family in preparing a nursing care plan. Lesson 5. WHO or the World Health Organization 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable Development Goals or 17 goals with 169 targets. This adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015 and agreed to work towards achieving by the year 2030. SDGs were established for us to have better and more sustainable future. The goals and targets are universal. Ibig sabihin, it applies to all countries, the developing, the third world country, etc. These global health goals are 1. No poverty, 2. Zero hunger, 3. Good health and well-being, 4. Quality education, 5. Gender equality, 6. Clean water sanitation, 7. Affordable and clean energy, 8. Decent work and economic growth, 9. Industry, innovation, and infrastructure, 10. Reduce inequalities, 11. Sustainable cities and communities, 12. Responsible consumption and production, 13. Climate action, 14. Life below water, 15. Life on land, 16. Peace, justice, and strong industries, 17. Partnership for the goals. Kailangan po bang kabisaduhin? Hindi. Okay, dahil magfo-focus lang tayo doon sa SDG na focus or pinaka-related sa maternal and child health nursing. The SDG that is related to maternal and child health nursing is the SDG 3. Okay? Good health and well-being. It ensures healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all. Okay, specific lang ba kay MCN ang SDG 3? No, dahil sa SDG 3, ang components natin is reproductive, maternal, newborn, and child health, infectious diseases, non-communicable diseases, mental health, environmental risk, and health system and funding. Pero syempre ang pag-aaralan lang natin, pag-uusapan lang natin ay tungkol sa reproductive, maternal, newborn, and child health. Maternal and child health goals include reducing the global maternal mortality ratio to less than 70 per 100,000. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng maternal mortality? It is the death of woman while pregnant or the death of woman within 42 days of termination of pregnancy. Also, to end preventable deaths of newborn and children under 5 years of age, and to reduce neonatal mortality to at least as low as 12 per 1,000 live births. Neonatal mortality is defined as neonatal death during the first 28 days of life. And lastly, under 5 mortality to reduce to as low as 25 per 1,000 live births. Okay? Self-check 1.5. Answer the question why it is necessary to have a sustainable development goals that focus on maternal and child health. For the final requirement, provide a 2 pages written report explaining how our country can attain the WHO's Sustainable Development Goal related to maternal and child health nursing, which is the SDG 3. Wala namang maling sagot, titignan ko lang kung para sa inyo, paano ba maa-attain ng Pilipinas ang SDG 3? Thank you for listening, students. I want to share with you this quotation: don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life a champion. Always remember your goal, MCN1 grade of 1.0. Study now, be proud later.